And we're ready for the live action, live from DAA Stadium. Sundargarh. And this is the quarterfinal, the last and final match from the Sundargarh zone of the 63rd Senior Men Inter-District Football Championship for Sahani Cup 24-25. And it is Sundargarh versus Rourkela Steel Plant. Both the teams coming into this match unbeaten in their respective groups. Sundargarh from Group A and Rourkela Steel Plant from Group B. However, despite of a few similarities in their campaign, there has been a lot of differences as well, and main one being in the number of goals they've scored, where Sundargarh has been amongst the goals with a goal difference of a staggering 21 goals. Rourkela Steel Plant, despite of winning all their three matches, has maintained a humble goal difference of 6 goals. But it just takes a goal difference of one to win the match. Which team is going to emerge as victorious? Some formalities, some starting ceremonies, and then we'll be ready. Team in yellow are the Sundargarh, whereas team in blue is the Rourkela Steel Plant. Between the post for both the teams, for Rourkela Steel Plant, it's Amit, whereas for Sundargarh, the goalkeeper would be that tall unit that you can see, Alok. This is the Sahani Cup 24-25. Previous year, this cup, Senior Men Inter-District Football Cup, was won by Katak. Mind you, it happens in 4 different zones, and each zone will send in one of the teams, one of the 8 teams, to the semi-finals. And this is what these two teams are playing for. They have won their respective groups. They have led their respective groups, and now they're playing each other in this quarter final to decide who is going to represent the Sundargarh zone. The other zones are Bargarh zone, Pradeep zone. Pradeep zone is the one that got the Sahani Cup 23-24. And finally, the Baripada zone. Handshakes all around. And if you're watching this live on your YouTube channel, then you must be watching it on FAO TV, which is the official YouTube channel for Football Association of Odisha, launched with this championship, the Sahani Cup. It's a lot of action. Very channel. So if you enjoy Football Odisha and if you want to follow Football Odisha, this channel is the place to be. Rourkela Steel Plant is led by Jan Moses. He has had a goal in this tournament already, whereas Sundargarh is led by Kishore Khadia. Some customary pictures before we move on to the toss and eventually the kickoff. And this is going to be a match that we all are waiting for. Sahani Cup, very important tournament when it comes to the landscape of Odisha football. and we're reaching the business end of that very same campaign. Started this kicked this tournament off on the 25th of September. Match officials for this match: Lingaraj Padan, Sasikant Dasya, Manoj Kunayak, and the referee is Prasanta Behra. The all experienced Prasanta Behra has officiated and refereed a lot of matches. As we wait for the toss, match commissioner is Durga Madhab Naik. And joining you from the commentary box is me, that is Rohan Karepa, and I'll keep you company for the next 90 minutes. And when the dust settles, we'll know which team advances to the next round, to the semi-finals of the Sahani Cup. As I mentioned, this is the starting 11 for Sundargarh. Alok Eka, the goalkeeper, Amit Kerketa, Abhishek Maji, Robin Oram, Sushant Nayak, Kishore Khadla, Abhishek Kishan, Arvin Lakra, Akash Shek, who's been amongst the goals, Karan Kujur amongst the goals, and Asanta Kerketa. The head coach is Romancha, and we'll talk about how many goals these individual goal scorers have scored in just a bit. This is the Rourkela Steel Plant starting 11. Amit KV Tanti, the goalkeeper. Apart from that, Sahil Kulu, Ashok Bagh, Pramod Dang, Sanjay Dhungia, Rohit Nayak, Rajada, Sunil Oram, Ashok Khadia, one of the leading goal scorer, and also Bishalika, one of the leading goal scorer for the team. Apart from that, the captain, the skipper of the team is Janmo Zes. Sheba Chandra is the head coach, and a lot of options on the bench for Sundargarh and Rourkela Steel Plant. About 9 options for both the teams, and they would want to explore these options as tactical changes and to bring on fresh legs in the second half. They would be hoping none of these options have to be dabbled around just because of injury concerns, because this is something that we have seen happen in this tournament before. As the referees gear up for the game, we are all set for this all important quarterfinals of the 63rd Senior Men's Inter-District Football Championship, what we call an Sahani Cup 24-25. A lot of people have turned up, and this is happening at the DAA Stadium, Sundargarh. Last year, this whole championship was won by Katak. And we're all set for this match. The kickoff has begun, and Rourkela Steel Plant would be hoping to go against the run of play and emerge victorious against the Sundargarh. Rourkela Steel Plant playing in blue, whereas Sundargarh playing in yellow. Mind you, I mentioned against the run of play, there's not a lot of difference when it comes to the number of wins they have in this tournament. Both the teams going undefeated. They have won all their 3 encounters. When I say against the run of play, I'm purely talking about the number of goals scored by the two teams. However, there is a case that you can make for Rourkela Steel Plant being slightly more dominant in this tournament, and I'll tell you why in just a bit. So the point table states for Group A, Sundargarh won the Group A with 9 points, closely followed by Nabrangpur, which was at 6 points, basically meaning that if Nabrangpur had defeated Sundargarh somehow, they would have qualified for the quarterfinals. So a pretty close group there, and actually no draws whatsoever. On the other hand, the Group B table looks pretty one-sided, where Rourkela Steel Plant were at 9 points. The second best were Subarnapur at 4 points. So even if Subarnapur defeated Rourkela Steel Plant, they would have still made it through. So number of goals scored also could depend on the quality of other teams in the same group. I'll leave it up to you. How much importance do you want to pay to it? But none of that would anyways matter because it's one day's play, and whoever plays well today will move to the semi-finals. Now the tussle for the ball remains. Rourkela Steel Plant has enjoyed the majority of possession early on in this match, still pretty early. And we have to see and wait the moment of magic here. How soon are we going to see the deadlock being broken? How soon are we going to see the first goal being scored, and who is going to be? Oh, looks a little dangerous. For a while, he mistimed the jump completely, and it looked that it could have been a little more dangerous than what it ended up being. And you can see Rourkela Steel Plant and Sundargarh both relying a lot on these long balls early on in the match. Been sort of a quiet start. Wanted to pass the far right end. Lightly overhits it and gives away the possession to Rourkela Steel Plant now. RSP. There's a bit of traffic in the middle and dispossessed. Now moving it forward with some pace and with some intent. Cuts back in. Oh, superb ball in, slightly over it, so that'll not be an angle good enough to shoot. But he will find a person in the middle. The first touch, a tad bit heavy than what he was expecting it to be, but first real chance. And now it's on the other end. Very well timed sliding tackle by the defender there. Needed something like that to save his team from the danger. So both the ends now lit up on fire. Ashok Park, the centre back, who got the sliding tackle in. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we have a question for you on the live chat. Who do you think will qualify to the semi-finals from this match? Is it Sundargarh or is it Rourkela Steel Plant? Let us know your opinions by voting for your favorite team on the live chat. And we'll see how your predictions fare out. Looked a little dangerous, so both the teams now getting comfortable. The early nerves have now gone. And sometimes when there are two teams from completely opposite groups, it's a very difficult match to predict as to who is going to take it home. Sundargarh coming from a lot of confidence into this match. Their previous results have been nothing short of miraculous. Sundargarh played their last match against Gajapati and they won that match with staggering scoreline of 10-0. And such has been the campaign for Gajapati. They've lost two matches with the same scoreline of 10-0. Oh, a lot of traffic wanted to move through them. Almost manages. In a moment, we'll talk about players to watch out for in this match. We have a couple of players from each team. Now throw in. Couldn't maintain the possession. Now passed and dispossessed immediately. Both the teams not keeping possession for a long period of time. Losing possession again and again. Very equally matched encounter. Meanwhile, Katak has qualified from their group as well, winning all their three matches. So they will be the real threat, the defending champions of the last year. Free kick taken long in a hope to find someone from his own team. Does eventually find it, but immediately loses the possession and wins a free kick. So early opportunities here. Free kick not from a very bad position. Seems like a good distance to have a ball in and hope to find a header of your teammate. Pretty humble wall consisting of only two players from the Sundargarh. Gets a ball in and a pretty poor delivery. Easily stopped by the defenders. Now free kick awarded for Sundargarh. It's talking about the players to watch out for, and from Sundargarh, it has to be the number 10, Karan Kuchur, who scored 5 goals in this tournament already, 4 goals in one single match against Nayagarh, which is a pretty fantastic feat, irrespective of what team you're playing against. But he is not even the highest scorer for his team, even after having 5 goals. Number 17, Akash Beck, has scored 6 goals in their last 3 matches. Again, 4 of them coming against their previous rivals, Gajapati. The match they ended up winning with a scoreline of 10-0. And yet another, almost an offside, but possession lost, slightly overhit the cross, and now they lose possession. Throw in for RSP. Talking about RSP players to watch out from their team, Ashok Khadia has scored 2 important goals. Also, Bishal Ikka has scored 2 goals, both of them coming in the same match against Subarnapur. Can these players extend? Oh, very good cutback. Opportunities. Goal beckons. Gets a shot in and stopped by the defender immediately. There was slight appeal, tentative appeal of a handball, which was rejected by the referee. And now there's a strength battle going on. Rourkela Steel Plant. Forwards are doing really good there, putting a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's how you'll make them do those errors and make mistakes at important point in time. 11 minutes over. Pretty wayward pass there. Really, not very complex through ball that he made a mistake on. Rather, it was a pretty simple pass. And now they're moving in from the left flank and falls, slips and falls. And that'll end up in being another goal kick. And the player is down. First real stoppage of the match has come, and the player is holding his lower back, which is not a pretty sight at all. It is one of the dangerous injuries in the game of football, and they would be hoping that it's not serious. And the good news is that the player is back on his feet. Goal kick taken long. And the goalkeeper collects it once again. A pretty tall unit that. Sundargarh is goalkeeping. Alok. Really, that extra inches do come in play when you have to put a fingertips onto a save. Now, looking for a cross. Oh, now will take an attempt at the goal and stopped by the defender. Sundargarh, this is the second time it has happened in the first 13 minutes of play. They have attempted shots from outside the box. Goalkeeper passes shot now. The game is now slowly lighting up. Still far away from the goal, I feel. How far? Only time will tell. There really hasn't been a very threatening attempt at goal till now. A very good through ball. Is this the first attempt at goal? And yes, that is the first goal. The deadlock has been broken against the run of play. Rourkela Steel Plant has secured their first goal and they've celebrated it with a starting and stereotypical Cristiano Ronaldo style. Look at the through ball here. Absolutely brilliant vision, and the left footer. Alok Eka completely caught on the wrong foot. And the celebrations say it all. Sunil Oram has got the goal for his team. And this is such a valuable goal. Would have taken Sundargarh with a lot of surprise, actually. Very interesting to see how Sundargarh responds, because throughout their group stages, they have never trailed in a match. Even in the matches where they got a goal scored on them, it was a very inconsequential goal. One coming in the 93rd minute, the other one coming in after a couple of goals were scored from them. So no real challenges. And now that they're one goal behind, it'll be interesting to see the mindset of the team and how they deal with it. The first goal was scored pretty early on in this match. Honestly, it didn't look like it was anywhere near us. The first real attempt in goal was converted. And yet again, a good ball. This time, keeper still pretty tentative about whether or not he should float around the edge of the box or not. And that tentativeness can cause a lot of harm, to be honest. If you look at the previous results of the teams, it's very contrasting. Sundargarh, they played Nayagarh for with their first match and they won that match with 9-1. Then they went on to play against the second best team of the group, that was Nabrangpur, and they won that match with a scoreline of 4-1. And finally, they played their final match with Gajapati and they won their match with 10 goals to none. So, pretty comprehensive victories there. On the other hand, Rourkela Steel Plant, not exactly the same. They played their first match against Jarsugura. They won that match with a scoreline of 1-0. Subarnapur was emphatic victory. They won that match with a scoreline of 4-0. And final match against Koraput, they won that match with a scoreline of 3-2. Pretty close one. And now, was there a chance that could have hampered the chances of Sundargarh even further? Rourkela Steel Plant should be looking to score more goals from here. Sundargarh is a dangerous team and they know how to score goals, so can't really be complacent at any given point in time. Throw in taken. Changing the wings there from the right to the left, exploring the width of the field. It's been difficult to move in from the middle, and now they're trying that. Couldn't make the pass. A pretty good day to play a game of football. The weather is nice and warm. Sometimes it can rain, that can hamper the chances of a high scoring match because a lot of rain can make the ground very weird. The ball bounces very differently in the wet ground, becomes slow, less bouncy. Trying to win the possession of the ball, loses it eventually, but only as far as another Sundargarh player. Now moving forward from the left wing, or attempt at goal straight to the keeper, no worries whatsoever. There are a few frustrated faces inside the box. They would be hoping that an attempt at crossing towards them would have been a little more fruitful. Possession with RSP, the Rourkela Steel Plant. The intentions were right, the execution not as much. Slightly overhit and the angle too acute for the right winger to reach. However, we have crossed the 20-minute mark, and if you're joining us now on FAO TV's YouTube channel, the official YouTube channel for Football Association of Odisha, this is the quarterfinals of the Sahani Cup, which is the senior men's inter-district football championship. This is the knockout match. This is the quarterfinals between these two teams. And one team slightly lagging behind, that team being the Sundargarh. Puts a ball in and finds a man. Can he find some space for him? Takes a shot at goal, but no sting behind that shot, no elevation behind that shot, completely mistimes that kick. And the goalkeeper now has had two comfortable saves. Making small passes, trying to build the game moving forward. This is an aspect of the game that we've missed. It's majorly been long ball, which is good at times. Cross comes in, not cleared quite well by the Rourkela steel plant defenders. Could have been very, very dangerous. A little bit of heart in the mouth situation, and now does well, loses possession, no real support. Wanted to cross and swing that in to find the header of the striker, but puts that straight to the goalkeeper. Still the pretty silent phase of the match after that goal. You can see a bit of urge in the Sundargarh players to get that equalizer, come back in terms, but will that happen? We asked you who, according to you, is going to win, and in the polls that were given on the live chat, it's a pretty clear victory for Sundargarh against what is happening on the field. Sundargarh has garnered 70% of your votes as opposed to Rourkela Steel Plant, who's at just 30%. And while we say it, two players are down, and the referee now, the eyes are on referee. No cards come out. Free kick awarded to the Rourkela Steel Plant. So audience favorites are pretty clear. It is going to be the Sundargarh team who would be playing as the audience favorite, whereas the Rourkela Steel Plants would be the underdogs of this match. Good ball in, straight to the Sundargarh defense line. Oh, the appeals are made, and the flag is now up. Slightly mistimed the run. And in the last group match, we saw this happening multiple times. The match between Jarsuguda and Subarnapur. We saw Jarsuguda's strikers constantly trying to make runs but mistiming that, causing a lot of offsides on the way. And throw in now awarded to the Sundargarh team. Or rather, no. Ball was in, is what the referee says. However, this time it will be another offside. Will they have a chance this time? Good bit of skills, cuts back. Very good sliding tackle, very neat. Now, goal kick awarded. The defense has been really solid for the Rourkela Steel Plant. They have maintained focus. The question is, can they maintain that focus for the whole 90 minutes? Because if there's a lapse in focus, Sundargarh would be ready to capitalize on that. Good bit of keeping there. Really sensed the danger, Alok Ekka, and cleared the ball. And because of the prowess of Alok Ekka, you would see the defense line generally is a lot forward than where it is. Because there is a sense of trust that Alok Ekka can float around and clear the long through balls. And what a good run that is. He will be dispossessed, but it was great while it lasted. Slightly heavier on the last touch, but very good. 1-to-1 passes now and cleared finally. The possession will remain with the Sundargarh team. Now long ball comfortably collected by the keeper. So slightly silent phase of the match, and Rourkela Steel Plant won't mind that, to be honest. They would be pretty happy walking out of this half with that one goal lead. Definite psychological advantage. They would love it if it can be a 2-0, but they won't mind 1-0 either, would they? So 28 minutes, inching towards the 30-minute mark. First, oh, that was almost missed and could have capitalized on that. Sadly, was not expecting the defender to completely miss that ball. So after that first goal, it has been just Sundargarh who has attacked and looked dangerous. Rourkela Steel Plant has just taken a back seat for a moment. Don't really think that is how they can contain Sundargarh. They should be looking for one more goal. RSP. However, the team that absolutely needs that one goal is Sundargarh. Or took a wild attempt from outside the box, again turned down by the defense. Long ball straight to the keeper. Now a little bit of silent phase of the match as we cross the 30-minute mark. We asked you on the live chat who is going to win this match, and most of you have voted for the Sundargarh to win the match. More by most of you, I mean 70% of you think Sundargarh would capture this match. It has not looked that way in the score lines, but definitely Sundargarh has played really well in the last few minutes. Home ground for them. This is happening at the DAA Stadium, Sundargarh. RSP, the Rourkela Steel Plant, as mentioned, Clear group toppers, no one even near them, and a player is down now. The game would be stopped. That collision did not look pretty at all. And immediately the medical assistance is out. And it looks like the collision has affected the head. That's where the icing is being done. And as the player is being walked off, this is time for the players from the boat team to have a quick breath and to also drink water and freshen themselves up for the last 12 odd minutes of the first half. They would be hoping that player injured, I think Ashok Khadia was the player who was down, is back because he is again a prolific goal scorer for the RSPs. And now the ball goes out. It is a throw in. If you're joining us just now, it is Sundargarh versus Rourkela Steel Plant, and it is the knockout quarterfinals of the Sahani Cup 24-25. Both the teams have topped their groups. Both the teams completely unbeaten in this year's campaign. And after that much of dominance, both the teams definitely have entered this field with a lot of confidence and invincibility. However, right now, Rourkela Steel Plant is ahead in this match against the run of play, against what was expected. Oh, looks dangerous. Couldn't really generate that power in that shot that he took towards the goal. Neither was there a direction. And the striker would not be very pleased with the attempt he took at the goal. It was a real good chance, although surrounded by the defender. He had a clear shot at goal. Would have wanted to force the save out of the keeper. Move towards the last 10 minutes of the first half. Over kicks it. And now this looks like a very good odd. Oh, good bit of skill. Slightly over it. And a chance of goal goes down. It was a completely open goal. All he had to do was just direct the ball in. Completely misses the target, and this now looks dangerous as the keeper goes down for the RSPs. But in the past 10 odd minutes, Sundargarh has looked very vicious, and the crowd is having a time of their life. This is the kind of football they've come to witness, and that's what they're getting. This is a knockout game, and you can expect both the teams to give their level best. And the crowd has turned up to see exactly that. Sports has been a part of Odisha's culture. Odisha has given us some really glorious sporting personalities. They are also being credited a lot with the resurgence of Indian hockey, and now they're doing the same with football. What a good standard of football you're watching here. It's an inter-district match, mind you, drawing in a lot of crowd, drawing in a lot of eyeballs, and along with the people in the ground, we have people watching us on Football Association of Odisha's official YouTube channel, that is FAO TV. A lot of cheering from the crowd and adds to the pressure and excitement of the match. Free kick awarded to Sundargarh. Last 7 minutes plus the added time. Long ball in, trying to find a header, gets the header in, but couldn't really find his own teammate there inside the box. Rourkela Steel Plant looking a little absent in this match after scoring that first goal. Cause of concern, really. Are they going to park the bus and start their defense early on? Or would they be looking for another goal? Exit outside. Two really good chances gone down by Sundargarh. The strikers have missed a few opportunities created. On the other hand, Rourkela Steel Plant. Oh, that's a clear offside, and that's why he'll not make the run. Rourkela Steel Plant hasn't had a lot of shots on target. As far as I remember, it's just a single solitary shot on target that was converted in goal. Overhitting the pass there. And a lot of cheer, a lot of chatter from the crowd. That makes this such a mental game in a way. Almost a capacity crowd has turned out. Now from the right wing, moving forward, looking for options now inside. Yes, pass it to the center and now dispossessed. Oh, tried to act cheeky but was very well read. Not very far away from the end of the first half. Attempts a long pass. Misses it completely. But what that will do is that will win Sundargarh a free kick from a very, very solid position. This is a set piece that you can be optimistic about. Looks like Ashant Karketa, who's going to be taking this free kick, number 9. Goalkeeper setting the wall, positioning the wall really well. how important is this free kick? Way off target. Wanted to swing that ball in, got a bit of swing, but not enough for it to curve back and hit the back of the net. Just inching towards the end of the first half. RSP now would have to grease the fire. Sundargarh looking very dominant after being scored on. Generally is opposite to that. When you score a goal, you're filled with a lot of confidence. Takes a long attempt at pass. There was a bit of appealing that was going on there. But at the end, the referee decides that it's a goal kick. So the relentless attack continues from Sundargarh team. They would want to equalize before this half ends and go in equal terms in that half-time break. Looks little promising. And yet another free kick. Won by the Sundargarh player. And this is yet again a very good position to win a set piece from. Player is down as well. And the medical assistance is on the ground. 3 of them will check how serious the injury is. The match officials would be keeping an account of the time we are losing out on these injuries to add this to the added time after the 45 minutes allotted is over.
Add-on time 3 minutes.
Now the 3 players standing behind the ball. Who is going to take it is the question. The whistle has blown. The shot on target, and what a save by the keeper. First real save. And very skillfully caught. It was not easy, but he was quick to react there. And for a second, he would have believed, the striker, that he got his team an equalizer there. Now RSP, Rourkela steel plant. Their approach has really quieted down a little bit. No real intent. They have been sitting pretty with that one goal. And now, are there any options? Yes, there is. Couldn't get a shot in, but gets one, which was way off target. Looked a little dangerous there. Could have been a very threatening attack. Keeps the possession, and now they're running down the clock. It's clearing the ball. They want to maintain this one goal lead before this half ends. Rourkela Steel Plant against the run of play. Not being favourites walking into this match has done it. They are the first team to score in this match. And yet another free kick from a very decent position. Mind you, the set pieces have done well. The real threatening shot on target has come via set piece, but this time it's slightly further away from the earlier two free kicks that they have earned for themselves. It's a matter of time after this free kick. We can expect the referee's whistle. That would indicate the end of this first half. And this is the last real opportunity for the Sundargarh team to bargain an equalizer. We're all set. And not really a shot on target, no attempts on goal. Very, very clinical. And with that final save
Half time
by
lead.
Amit
Half
Tanti,
time Sota. Rourkela Steel Plant.
the
It's
referee
from
has
the
blown the final
Sundargarh
whistle for the
Sahani.
half time. And as we enter the half time, Sunil Oram's goal in the 14th minute is the only separating factors between the two teams. It's Sundargarh versus Rourkela Steel Plant, and Rourkela Steel Plant, coming as an underdog, is leading this match with a scoreline of 0 goals to 1. Sundargarh, on the other hand, who have scored 23 goals in their previous 3 matches, they're coming into this match after a win against Gajapati with a scoreline of 10-0, are now goalless in this match and in this whole Sahani Cup. This is the first time Sundargarh is trailing. How will they tackle this? We'll find out when I join back with the live action of the second half. So stay tuned for that, and we will be right back with the action of the second half in few minutes. A lot and a lot to wait for when the second half kickoff begins, because both the teams are now playing this knockout match and they're playing for the place in semi-finals, and the goal line is 0 goals to 1. The match is still pretty much wide open. I'll join back when we start the second half. Till then, stay tuned on FAO TV, official YouTube channel for Football Association of Odisha.
ପୁଷ୍ପଗୁଚ୍ଛ ଉତ୍ତରୀୟ ଦେଇ ସମ୍ବର୍ଦ୍ଧନା ଜ୍ଞାପନ କରୁଛୁ। ଆପଣମାନେ ଜାଣି ଖୁସି ହେବେ ଶ୍ରୀମତୀ କୁସୁମ ଟେଟେ ଏମଏଲଏ ଥିବା ସମୟରେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପେଣ୍ଡାଲ ତିଆରି ହେଇଛି ତାଙ୍କର ଏମଏଲଏ
And the second half has begun. Final 45 minutes of this match. And when the dust settles after these 45 minutes, we will have another one of our semi finalists in Sahani Cup 24-25. As the match stands, Sundargarh, playing in all yellow, are trailing by a goal thanks to that 14th minute goal scored by the striker of Rourkela Steel Plant. Rourkela Steel Plant playing in all blue, and now the eyes were on referee, and the flag goes up. Offside called. Thing to note if you haven't watched the whole match is that after that goal, Sundargarh has been on relentless attack. They have won themselves a few really good set pieces, few shots on target, few really threatening opportunities. Haven't been able to convert though, hence the scoreline still stands in favor of Rourkela Steel Plant. But after that first goal, they have not really generated another opportunity, Rourkela Steel Plant, and they would be hoping to change that. They would have come back grouped relevant from long range easily and very comfortably kept up the unit on the top of the game today. Goalkeeper for RSP. Rest moving forward now. Sundargarh cleared by the defense line. First goal by RSP. You realize that just before that goal, Sundargarh was on relentless attack. They had a very good opportunity on one end, and suddenly we saw Rourkela Steel Plant against the run of play, getting that goal in. It's a matter of time and patience. Which defense line is going to maintain their positioning, their lines, and their focus? The advantage for Sundargarh has been Alok Ekka and how he's been floating as a keeper. Dangerous through passes that have come in the front line. It'll be interesting to see how both the teams respond, actually. As mentioned before, Sundargarh throughout this tournament has never been trailing in terms of goals, and now opportunity, a good ball in, gets a shot on target, but like all the other shots on target they've had, this was pretty easily collected by Amit, the goalkeeper for RSP. And time is ticking. And yet again, a very good opportunity. This. Oh, what a save! What a save, and appreciation has to be made here for Amit, who has been so good between the post for RSP. He has held the fort so well. He saved one in the previous half from the set piece, which was flying on the other corner. But so quick to react. I think the reaction has to be the. Oh, there's a bit of commotion there. And I think the bookings will be made. A lot of people have come in and have gathered in numbers to watch this knockout game happening at the DAA Stadium, Sundargarh. And a lot of support for the home team. They would be looking to put the ball inside the box, and you would see a lot of more yellow jerseys inside the box, comfortably cleared. Yet another throw in for the Sundargarh. And we asked you, who do you think is going to advance to semi-finals? At one point in time, it looked 71 to 29 in the favor of Sundargarh, but right now it's come down slight bit to 66%. Still quite a lot considering the score line. RSP is one goal ahead. 52 minutes of the game is almost over, but still a lot of support for the Sundargarh team here. Such has been their dominance throughout this tournament. As mentioned, they've scored 23 goals in 3 matches. Not very often that you see a professional team scoring that many goals. Now you'd see Rourkela Steel Plant having absolutely no possession whatsoever. They've just been clearing the field, no attack of their own. The question is, how sustainable is that strategy from RSP? For how long can they just pat the ball around and clear it? There has to be one attack by the Sundargarh that would be threatening enough to penetrate the defense line and the goalkeeper, which has been pretty solid till now, by the way, for RSPs. Now they're moving forward, yet another long pass. Found a person in the left flank. Almost dispossessed there. Making that run, but couldn't win that race against the defender. Slight mistake and throw in now for Rourkela Steel Plant. A lot of people have come in to support their favorite teams, and Rourkela Steel Plant would be hoping that this is the opportunity that they've got to keep the ball in this side of the field, and if they can make something of it, they would be pretty glad to do that. Not really very threatening. Comfortably batted out of danger by the defense line. Again, kept away from the harm's way. Looked for through ball, but very well read by the defender. After the 14th minute goal, match has been pretty quiet. Apart from a few shots on target by the Sundargarh team, only one of them being really threatening one. Not really much in it for both the teams. Rourkela Steel Plant, on the other hand, has not really managed to create enough opportunities for them to have a shot at goal. And now, from the right flank, the defender cutting down space. Tad bit late on the cross there. Again at the same positioning, right flank. Ball in. Looked dangerous for a bit. Couldn't get the header in. And now comfortably cleared by the defense line once again. They are putting their bodies on the line. They are kicking it away, but Rourkela steel plant. No signs of real aggression to score a goal. Two parallel storylines running in this game. One is displayed by the scoreline of the match, which states RSP winning this one comfortably, and the other one is the stat sheet, which clearly shows that Sundargarh has been dominant when it comes to shots on goal, possession, and everything else. Sadly, the only story that we have to believe at the end of the 90-minute whistle would be the story that is being told by the scoreline, and according to that, RSP is ahead in the game. However, if you want to vote for your favorite team, you can go to the live chat and vote for who do you think is going to emerge victorious by the end of 90 minutes. Still a game that is pretty much wide open. It's a one goal deficit. We have seen multiple times how teams have come out of this goal deficit to win the match. And a team like Sundargarh, who have been prolific goal scorers throughout this tournament, if not them, then who? And there was a real break due to the injury, and the player is now walked off. Would give an opportunity for the players from both the team to catch breath and to regroup. Moving forward with pace. And you can see already that attempts to run down the clock has increased by the Rourkela Steel Plant. That seems like the clear plan for them. They will take an opportunity when it comes, but oh, that was a wayward pass. Couldn't really do much about that. And yet another player is down. Again, an opportunity for the teams to catch breath and regroup. I think both teams will take this opportunity to drink water as well and freshen up a little bit. Icing the wound there. Now we've successfully completed 2/3 of this match as we approach the 60 minutes mark. I don't think Sundargarh will let it go so easily. They are putting up a fight and they will put up a fight. Matter of time. It'll be a good battle between the Sundargarh forward and the Rourkela Steel Plant's defense. It's completely retracted in a way. Changing the flank now, moving towards the left. A lot of space there. Again, back to right. Ball in and gets the header in, but way off target. Pretty brilliant pass there. Found a player, but the player couldn't find the back of the net via header. And I think substitutions are being made and are being thought of as well. And by the looks of it, I feel RSP would be looking for some fresh legs in the defense. Dispossessed, very well done. High press game, paying off. Playing long balls, Rourkela steel plant. Will they win this possession? Yes, they will. Looks threatening. Deflected off the player's foot. An easy catch for Mr. Eka, who's between the post. And now opportunities to counter attack. Oh, what a run! What a run that is! Very anticlimactic end to that run. And the crowd now is on their feet with the kind of game they played. Wins the possession. Very clean tackle, says the referee. And now the pace of the game has begun on both ends. The exciting part of the match has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this live on FAO TV, fasten your seatbelts as the match has lit up. Last 27 minutes and you can expect it to be absolutely electric. Oh, good cross in, deflected and cleared comfortably by the defender. Sundargarh team will bargain a corner for themselves, which is not all that bad as a scenario. Can they convert it is the question. Now ball in, finds the header of the RSP player. Oh, that was dangerous. Danger still lurks. Now the possession and the ball control is with RSP. Dispossessed. A breather for both the teams. They've had really intense game in the last 4 odd minutes. Sundargarh, what a relentless display of attack they've had. Now, long ball. Attempts the shot. A lot of traffic there, and the ball couldn't pass through that. Possession still with RSP. You can see constant attempts by RSP to slow the pace of the game down, which is the right thing to do. Now, edge of the box. Goes acute. Possession lost. Still passing it around, still on the edge of the box. And now they're out of harm's way. One thing is guaranteed for everyone who has turned up watch this match, and all of you who are watching it from the comforts of your home, that you are up for some really entertaining last 25 minutes of action. See both teams playing for something different. One team goal and the other team is playing for run down the clock, but it's so good to watch this contrasting game styles. Oh, wayward pass. The goalkeeper, number 7 there. People not really happy. A lot of support from the home crowd. Running from the right wing. Stops the ball well. Shot at goal, which misses the far pole by quite a distance. A lot of commotion in the crowd. They've want their favorite team to get the goal in. Mind you, it is a knockout match. So if it ends up being a draw, the penalties are on the cards. Kind of day both the goalkeepers have had. They would love to see a penalty happen, although not. The Rourkela steel plant. Now there was an opportunity, couldn't make the pass in. Danger still lurks, and now they're out of harm's way. Finds a person in the midfield. Crosses the width of the field really with that run. And the possession is now back with Sundargarh, who are making a run for their life. What pace on the ball, what pace on the feet whenever they've had the ball. This is such an exciting game of football. Now, Rourkela steel plant, what an upset are they causing at this moment? Oh, what a good run. Trying to find a player straight to the keeper. The keeper wasting no time, knows every moment is important. Pretty off target pass, not very happy with that. Throw in taken. Possession now with Sundargarh. Oh, it looks dangerous. It's 2 versus 3. Couldn't make that pass in, but there is still chance to hit a shot. It's completely off target. That was a good opportunity. The man running in from the midfield received the ball at the edge of the box. Had to make a shot on target. And everyone is on the edge of their seat. Last 20 minutes of this match still pretty much wide open for both the teams. All 3 results possible, however, even if it's a draw, the results will be decided via penalty. RSP would be hoping to not face the penalties since they're leading this scoreline as of now, and their hope and aim would be to keep the scoreline intact and to keep the lead intact. Good control at the chest there by the player, although has been dispossessed by the defense line. Once again, last 18 minutes of play. Both teams playing for that one extra goal, I guess. One goal for RSP would absolutely seal this match in their favor. One goal for Sundargarh would really do wonders for their confidence, and they can use that confidence and momentum to grab another one. Again, an attack, which will be easily patted away. Oh, wild attempt, not even close to the goal. Mind you, if you're joining us just now, last 17 minutes of this match remaining. This is the knockout match, the quarterfinals between the Group A leaders, Sundargarh, versus the Group B leaders, Rourkela Steel Plant. And now Sundargarh, real opportunity. The ball was kept in by the defender, and now he's lost the possession, trying to win it back. And now the ball has been kicked out for a throw in. It's a Group A leader versus Group B leaders. And the winners of this match will advance to the Sahani Cup semi-finals, where leaders of all the four zones of this championship will come. The battle in this match is to be the leader and representative of the Sundargarh zone. Cuttack are the defending champions. The final happened in two different legs. Cuttack last year won their first leg with a scoreline of 2-1 and then drew their second leg with a scoreline of 1-1 and eventually won that final with an aggregate of 3-2. Cuttack again has qualified from their group. Now RSP has now moved forward with some intent. Dangerous! Couldn't get the shot on target, couldn't time the ball well. Slightly away from the right position, that would have given him a real shot at goal. So RSP, now the intent has been shown by both the sides to score a goal. Match during the 60-minute mark absolutely lit up. It's very fast paced. Still chances being created by the Sundargarh team. You can see another run. Oh, looks dangerous. Oh, that first touch. So detrimental for their chances to move forward in this tournament. They needed that first touch. They needed that control on the ball by the forward. Sadly, in that case, not present. A lot of people have come in. This is the second time the goalkeeper has gone down from. And they need Amit Kutanti to stay on his feet. He has been absolutely brilliant. The goalkeeping IQ, goalkeeping reactions have been on top. Now, as he comes back on the field, the referee will drop the ball for them. And it's a goalkeeper to goalkeeper kick. Sundargarh has enjoyed a big chunk of possession in this match. Ball forward. Goalkeeper yet again coming to rescue. He's been really good. Alokeka has been floating outside the box for the exact same kind of through balls, even in the first half. So both keepers are on the top of their games. Well read. And now the crowd on their feet. They can sense a good attack. Sadly, slightly overhit. Now you can see attempts of running the clock down. RSP have really attempted to slow the game down. A lot of long passes, a lot of just clearance. On the other hand, Sundargarh has tried to make an opportunity out of every possession they've had. Again, moving forward, right wing would be looking to find a header. Finds a player. Oh, that was a very disappointing attempt to end that attack. Goal kick for the RSP team. And now another RSP player is down. A lot of injuries in this match, although this has been a pretty clean game. No real bookings as far as referees is concerned. And referee is now calling for the stretcher. This looks bad. And it feels like the player would be taken off the field on a stretcher. Not a pretty sight for any team and the player. Player refuses. Goes back on his field limping. And after that pretty long break, we are left with the final 600 seconds of the match, plus the added time, of course, but last 10 minutes. And I'm expecting the added time to be plus 5 minutes at least, because there have been a lot of stoppages. And you can expect Sundargarh to go on those relentless attack for the next 15 odd minutes till the game is alive. And now throw in for Rourkela steel plant, and they'll take their time. Not a right pass, losing the ball in midfield most often. Sundargarh would be itching to get that goal in. They've had such a positive campaign. And now, number 7, very rough first touch. Losing the possession at the edge of the box. Oh, dangerous attack. A lot of blue jerseys there. Oh, shot on goal, deflected by the keeper once again. Amit Kutanti, what a brilliant goalkeeping performance that has been. And we could see another player down. And this time it's a player from Sundargarh. And what a shot on goal. An even better save. A lot of excitement from the crowd. Lots and lots of things happening. The intensity of the game has increased in the last 10, 15 odd minutes. Now free kick has been awarded. This is another set piece that they can benefit off of. There's just one man standing between Sundargarh advancing to the next round, and that man has been Amit Tanti, the goalkeeper of Rourkela Steel Plant. He's made some amazing saves already. Now, ball in, finding a header. Couldn't really manage to do that, but still in danger. Now throw in for the Sundargarh, still in danger. Mind you, there's not a lot in this match, just one goal away from the equalizer. Oh, dispossessed. Now they'll move forward. Now you can see they have slowed down the pace of the game. Contrasting play styles by both the teams, and that's when you have a classic match. Unstoppable force versus the immovable object, as they say. Unstoppable force being the Sundargarh team. It's 23 goals in the last 3 matches. Immovable object has been the RSPs who've contained them today. And now they'll bargain themselves a throw in. Taking their time with this throw in. As the substitutions are taking place. A long ball forward. And now, is that an opportunity on the other end of the field? Not used to seeing. Oh, what a good game of football. Couldn't get the cross in. Good goalkeeping there. Intercepting the ball midway, otherwise it could have been an easy tap in. And now the attacks are more lethal. The pressure is higher because I don't think there's a lot of time left in the game. Oh, that's pretty wayward sliding tackle. The star players of both the teams have been rather silent. Is this their time to shine? Now that's an opportunity. Again turned down, and that was a big miss. That to be the miss of the tournament for the Sundargarh, and this miss would cost them a lot. Not to forget the absolute brilliance of the goalkeeper. One on one, quick to react. And there, the open goal just had to put a header on target and absolutely fumbles that opportunity. Crowd not very happy, especially the supporters of the Sundargarh team. Not very happy. That was their opportunity. And with that, Amit Kutanti, who has been, for me, the man of the match from the RSP team, has gone down again. He's been injured for the third time in this match. And he has saved some fantastic shots on target. That one being the best of the best. That miss surely will go down as the miss of the tournament. And now number 17 would be hoping to get a goal in and have a chance at redemption. He's been the star player for the team. Number 17, Akash Beck, scored 16 goals, not foreign to scoring goals, but in that moment, pressure was high. All eyes would be on the referee to see the added time allotted, because that will make a difference. And as we talk about this match, we've had the match results for another quarterfinals. This one is from Baripada zone. Mayurbanj has defeated Ekhanal by a scoreline of 3-1. So Mayurbanj has secured a place in semi-finals, the same place that these two teams are viciously fighting for. That match will be one-sided. This one, can't say the same about it. Ekhanal tried hard Mayurbanj, but they were pretty dominant in terms of goal scoring. Two goals in. Here, the additional time, as predicted by me, is 5 minutes, which is a lot of time to get a goal in. Having said that, now Rourkela Steel Plant will avoid any sort of attack. Oh, that was poor. That was poor by Sundargarh. A little lazy bit of football. Will have a shot. Oh, that was again not the kind of shot that he would be looking to play. Still a tussle for ball remains. Using up some valuable time here. I think the strategy is pretty clear from the Rourkela Steel Plant. They are going to clear everything that comes to the defense. They don't want to take any risk. Now danger lurks again. Very, very clean and important sliding tackle. Mind you, you have to be absolutely sure when you're sliding tackle inside the box. Any bit of contact there can result in penalty. In that case, very confident defending and very clean defending as well. But another attack begins. Again on the edge of the box. Heavy on that cross. Inching towards the end of the match. And Amit Kutanti is on his feet, is on his toes because he knows that the pressure would be on him. The whole defense line of RSP Rourkela Steel Plant is fully focused as we approach the last 3 minutes of this game. Couldn't keep that goal kick in. Now throw in for Sundargarh. They have no options but to move forward, and that's what they will do. This time from a different end, this time from the right, or rather from the center. Wayward pass. Good pass in, but the next pass was straight to the Sundargarh player. And now yet another through pass. Appeal for the penalty. And referee says play on, and I feel that is the right decision. The contact was made with the ball first. Yes. Very good decision by the referee. Referee was close to the action. He could have a good, clear look. Oh! For a moment it looked that he misheaded that ball. Free kick now. The wing has been changed, and this has been their favorite wing. Last 2 minutes of the match left. Excitement is at all-time high. Who is going to the semi-finals? Is it Sundargarh or is it Rourkela Steel Plant? Possession lost and comfortably cleared. This has been the standard modus operandi of Rourkela Steel Plants towards the end of this match. Attempt at goal. And yet again, Amit Kutanti. This is a heroic effort by the goalkeeper of Rourkela Steel Plant. This is a performance that the team will never forget from him. Some really threatening attempts at goal, both close range and long range. But he has been on the top of his game all the time. Again, attempt. Yes. Now they'll move forward. They would want to keep possession for a long period of time. Last 1 minute left. They'll completely lose the possession after the ball. Sundargarh putting in their last two attempts. Another cross in. And yet again, a brilliant effort by the goalkeeper, Amit Kutanti. Ball still not out of harm's play. So many times in this match, they have been in dire straits, RSP, and then one man has been there to rescue them. And he'll catch it. And with that catch, goes down all the hopes for Sundargarh to score a goal and make a comeback. This is the final attack before we hear the final whistle of this quarter final, and we see crowd favorite Sundargarh being knocked out by the Group B leaders Rourkela Steel Plant. Another lesson in sports that whatever you've done in past remains in past, and what you perform today is what is going to count. With that final whistle, Rourkela Steel Plant has emerged victorious over the mighty Sundargarh. Sunil Oram's first goal in the 40th minute would be the standalone goal of this match. And that would prove out to be the winning goal for Rourkela Steel Plants, who are advancing to the semi-finals of the 63rd Senior Men Inter-District Football Championship, Sahani Cup 2024. We had all the talks about how Sundargarh have been prolific goal scorers, scoring 23 goals in the last three matches, coming into this match with a victory of 10-0 over Gajapatis, whereas Rourkela Steel Plant were coming in with a scraping victory with a scoreline of 3-2 over Koraput, but none of them meant anything as Rourkela steel plant came in with a plan, and along with that, they came in with heroic goalkeeping efforts in the face of Amit Kutanti, who will maintain a clean sheet in this all important knockout encounter. And with that, we have the team who will represent the Sundargarh zone in the semi final, and it's none other than Rourkela Steel Plant who have emerged victorious and who have come on top against Sundargarh Football Club. This match happening at the DAA Stadium, Sundargarh, and you were either watching it live or on the YouTube channel FAO TV, which is an official YouTube channel of Football Association of Odisha. And as the presentation ceremony happens, lot to celebrate for the Rourkela Steel Plant, and they absolutely deserve so. You have to feel bad for Sundargarh. They gave it their all. They were equally matched team. They were far ahead in all the other stats, in possession, in shots on target, in corners, in free kicks. And as expected, the man of the match, Amit Kutanti, and rightly so. What an effort! What an effort by this lad. These are the matches where heroes are made, and he's definitely one of the heroes. All eyes will be on him in the future matches. And as the presentation ceremony happens, it's time for me to take leave. And a quick reminder as to how unpredictable a football match is. We received 865 votes, 61% of them being in favor of Sundargarh to win this encounter. Early on, it was 70%. But Rourkela Steel Plant really emerged victorious, surprised everyone, including the audience. That's it from the commentary box. I hope you enjoyed this match. We'll join back with live action on this very channel. So stay tuned for the future matches. Until, take really good care of yourself.